Finally, you're all ready to buy a home and boom, inflation. Here's why inflation shouldn't stop you from buying a home. If you're following along with the news today, you're probably hearing about increasing home prices, rising consumer costs, supply chain constraints, and more. These inflationary concerns might make you wonder if you should wait to buy. Here's why inflation shouldn't stop you from buying a home this year. Home ownership offers stability and security. Home prices have been increasing for quite some time, and experts say they're going to continue to climb throughout the year ahead. So, as a buyer, how can you protect yourself from rising costs for things like food, shelter, entertainment, and other goods and services? The answer is housing. Buying a home allows you to lock in your monthly mortgage payment for the foreseeable future. That means as other prices rise around you, your monthly housing payment, which is likely your largest recurring expense, will be consistent thanks to your fixed rate mortgage. This gives you the peace of mind that the bulk of your housing costs are shielded from inflation. James Royal, senior wealth management reporter at Bankrate, says, a fixed rate mortgage allows you to maintain the biggest portion of housing expenses at the same payment. Sure, property taxes will rise and other expenses may creep up, but your monthly housing payment remains the same. That's certainly not the case if you are renting. As a renter, you don't get the same benefit and you won't be protected from rising housing costs. As an added incentive to buy, remember that today's mortgage interest rates may be rising, but know they're still incredibly competitive compared to recent decades. In the 2000s, for instance, the average mortgage rate was 6.27%. In the 1990s, the average rate was 8.12%. While rising inflation decreases what your dollars can buy, lower mortgage rates help counteract it by boosting your purchasing power. This way, you can get more home for your money. Lower rates also help keep your monthly payments down. This is especially important during an inflationary period because you'll want to protect yourself from the impact of rising rates and prices as much as possible. Ollie Wolf, chief economist at Zonda, explains, quote, if you have cash and are expecting inflation, you want to think through where you can put your money so it does not lose value. Housing is commonly looked at as a good inflationary hedge, especially with interest rates so low, end quote. Since mortgage rates are projected to continue rising, it's important to act sooner rather than later. If you're ready to buy now so you can lock in your mortgage payments at the best possible rate for years to come. What's the bottom line? History shows the best hedge against inflation is a fixed housing cost. That's why you shouldn't let it stop you from buying a home this year. If you're not sure where to start, let's connect so you have professional advice every step of the home buying process.